It's going to take very little bit of time, very little bit of effort, very little bit of money to get a gallon of ice cream, right?
Right.
But how stoked is she going to be when we show up with ice cream? Number one, to be a good lawyer, you got to actually be interested in the law and those things that are changing. So like, hopefully naturally you pick up on some of the things that are changing and happening because you're naturally interested in either the news or what's going on in Congress. You know, Congress makes the laws, that kind of thing. And so you kind of have your finger on the pulse of what's going on. Like, you're actually interested in it naturally. Number two, you have like a wealth of legal information at your fingertips with the way all of the cases and things are stored in the data center. So you can always look things up. Like, it's important to tell people that you don't know the right answer. Like, I mean, this isn't just for a lawyer, this is just in life. Like, people, when they get asked a question, they always try to answer it, like, even if they don't necessarily know the answer. And so, like, it's always a good look to try to answer questions you don't know the answer to. So, like, especially when you're an attorney and people are going to rely on your advice, I think it's important to know when you don't know the answer and be willing to tell people, hey, I don't know that answer, but I can find out, I can look it up.
Yeah.
You know, I can get you the right answer.
And they like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think people like to be told the truth. There's always stuff you don't know. It's just a matter of, you know, knowing how to find the right answer.
Right.
And I mean, I think in general, in life, everything to some degree comes down to like expectation management and like just being real so that people know what to expect.
That's true.
Over-promising and under-delivering is a bad recipe. You want to under-promise and over-deliver. When you owe someone $1, you're probably going to pay them back $1. When you owe someone back $5, you're probably pay them back $5.
Right.
But the larger that number gets, the more likelihood you're going to try to get some kind of deal. So it's like, hey, I owe you 10 grand. I can either give you $1,000 a month for 10 months, or I can give you like 8 grand right now. And so a lot of times people will take the 8 grand right now, and so that person just got a 20% discount. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though you never intended it for it to be like that. You never intended it for to be a loan where it could get negotiated and things like that. They don't think of it as loaning money to the person that they're working for. They think of it as just like continuing to do work even though they haven't been paid. But the problem is that then they pay the payroll or they pay for the materials because they have obligations, right? And then when they go to get payment from the customer, that customer either can't pay because they don't have the money, or they don't want to pay, or they feel like they shouldn't have to pay as much. All right, let's see. We gotta figure out. Oh, you're filming this? What kind of ice cream are we gonna get? What kind of help are you, man? What kind of ice cream do you think we should get? Vanilla? No, we're getting some more action in it. Let's go with the smaller ones.
Yeah, let's go with the smaller ones.
All right, we'll get the chocolate. How about like chocolate fudge brownie?
Chocolate fudge brownie.
And we'll get my favorite, milk and cookies.
All right, milk and cookies.
Dude.
What you got?
Dude, I can like shoot a commercial for this stuff. I love milk and cookies. I got a problem, bro. Problem. Serious problem. Alright, so you gonna go in first?
You gotta go in first.
Alright, you gotta go first. She's gonna be like, oh, what?
Sounds good.
Oh, you know it? Come on.
You actually did?
I don't know if you like chocolate or vanilla, so we kind of went with. This is my favorite ice cream in the world. That's my second favorite. Come on.
You're like the best boss ever.
Mm.